Hi, I'm Bill Smith, and I'm with Universal Step Inc., and I'm the inventor of Universal's modular step units. And I'm going to show you how to install our modular steps. Unlike any other precast step, our modular step units can be made with shorter risers, deeper treads, and shorter noses to accommodate handicapped or elderly individuals. You only need basic construction knowledge and basic hand tools. You need a 7/16 and a 9/16 wrench, a hammer, a level, a tape measure, and a caulk gun. Treads are available in concrete, Indiana limestone, or Pennsylvania bluestone. All the components are steel and fiber reinforced concrete, and no component weighs over 220 pounds. And although some of the components only weigh 25 pounds, it is always best to have two people handle it. First step is to determine how many risers you're going to need. Measure from the threshold of the door down to the finished grade. The finished grade could be dirt, it could be sidewalk, but in this case it's a slab. If you're watching this video and you're installing the steps on dirt, you will need to have 4 termite blocks or 4 of our side supports to support the sidewalls from sinking. If you're using the termite blocks, dig down a couple inches deeper than the height of the blocks and put in crushed stone to allow for drainage. Then set the termite blocks in the hole. A termite block can be 2 inches, 3 inch, 4 inch solid. Level them left to right and give an 1/8 of an inch pitch forward. If you're using the side supports, you do the same thing, facing the bigger side as the support on the inside of the sidewall. Now, if you're going to center your unit with the door, then measure the width of the door and find the center. On this door, our opening is 36 inches, which means our center is found at 18 inches. Mark the center for reference. Now measure from the center to where the outside of your step is going to be. This is a 5-foot wide step, or 60 inches. So in this case, we're measuring 30 inches from the midpoint in each direction. Now come in 4 inches from your outside mark, and this will give you the inside of your modular step. Do this on both sides. Now with a level, transfer your line straight down. You do this because you're going to want to see where the inside of the step unit goes on the slab. This gives you a reference point as to where your sidewall will sit. Also, do this on both sides. If done right, you should now have a mark at the midpoint of your door and marks for the outside edge of the step and marks for the inside of the sidewalls. The next step is to lay down your sidewalls in place. Get your wrench or ratchet and socket and X-brace and begin to bolt the X-bracing through the threaded inserts on each sidewall. In this case, we'll start with the back end of the left sidewall. The sidewalls already come with threaded inserts, so all you have to do is thread in the bolts and snug them up. Once you've finished that, tip your sidewall down and fasten the X-brace into the other side. Now, using the marks you've made on the house, slide the frame and sidewalls up against the house. The mark should be on the inside of the sidewall. The next step is to put the bottom riser on. Lay the riser in place and grab the 7/16 wrench, 8 screws, and 2 clip angles. Start with one side to begin to fasten the clip angles. Don't tighten the screws yet. Once all the screws are in, then you can snug it up. Do this on both sides. Double check your marks again to make sure sidewalls are still in the proper place. The next step is to square the sidewalls. Grab your measuring tape and measure from the inside of the sidewall diagonally to the front of the sidewall. Do this on both sides. If the sides aren't equal, you need to move the front of the step left or right until you get equal measurement diagonally. Once you get an equal measurement, we can move on. Now check level left to right. If it's not level, grab the supplied shims and a hammer and apply the shims under the sidewall until the unit is level left to right. Then you want to pitch the sidewall from back to front 1/8 of an inch per foot forward to allow drain water to drain away from the house. This is very important. Now your unit should be ready to assemble. First, make a dry setup to make sure everything fits together properly. Take your first tread and lay it down on your lowest riser, making sure that the edge of the tread is even with the edge of the riser. Then grab the next riser and lay it in place, also making sure that it's even with the tread. Now set the back tread first. It should be 4 inches from the inside of the sidewall to the edge of the tread. Again, ensure that the treads are level. If not, again, you can shim them. If your treads are level, you should now be ready to glue them down. Disassemble the loose treads and risers. Using a caulk gun, apply a generous bead of glue supplied with the kit to the inside edge of the sidewall. Make sure you glue more towards the inside edge to avoid glue from oozing out the side. Glue all the way around to the other side, then lay down your first tread. Again, check that the side of the tread is even with the side of the riser. Lay a bead of glue down along the back top of the tread you just laid down and up the riser to accept the next riser, then install it. Now put a bead of glue on the back part of the sidewall where your next tread will be laid. Again, making sure you apply the glue to the inside edge of the sidewall. Once glued, you may install the next tread. Lay a bead of glue on the front edge of the tread and along the top of the sidewall. Install your next tread, making sure everything is even. Lay another bead of glue to the front of the next tread, along the sidewall, and on top of the front riser, and then install the final tread. Your modular step unit should now be fully installed. Congratulations on your new modular steps. Remember, no de-icer should ever be used on any concrete product. Never apply de-icer to your modular step unit. You can put a sealer on the concrete to help keep it clean. You can also stain the concrete. See your local paint supplier for questions about staining. Universal Step is actively looking for distributors for the product and for companies interested in purchasing molds to produce their own. If you are interested, contact us at area code 315-437-7611. Thank you for watching this video.
What to my surprise, a little Nash Rambler was following me about 1/3 my size. The guy must have wanted to pass me out as he kept on tooting his horn. I'll show him that a Cadillac is not a car to scorn. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. I pushed my foot down to the floor to give the guy the shake. But the little Nash Rambler stayed right behind. He still had on his brake. He must have thought his car had more guts as he kept on tooting his horn. I'll show him that a Cadillac is not a car to scorn. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. My car went into passing gear and we took off with gust. Soon we were doing 90, must have left him in the dust. When I peeked in the mirror of my car, I couldn't believe my eyes. The little Nash Rambler was right behind, I think that guy could fly. Beep, 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 his horn went beep, beep, beep. Now we're doing 110, this certainly was a race. For a Rambler to pass a Caddy would be a big disgrace. The guy must have wanted to pass me out as he kept on tooting his horn. I'll show him that a Cadillac is not a car to scorn. Beep, 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 his horn went beep, beep, beep. Now we're doing 120 as fast as I could go. The Rambler pulled alongside of me as if we're going slow. The fella rolled down his window and yelled for me to hear, "Hey buddy, how can I get this car out